All right, guys, we are here for the finals of the Team 501 Masters level. This here is Jeff Johnson trying to get in. It is double in, double out, split bowl. I am Sean Green of To The Point Streaming, and this is a USA Darts production. William Stuart for USA Darts had to find his contacts. So this right here is Don. Don Gunville, North Dakota. They are on the king seat here. Cali Monstahs, which this camera keeps getting kicked, so I hope it stays right here. But Chris Lim stepping up, gets on dart number 1. Split bowl, so trip 20 on dart 2. And he gets a big 120 to start off. This finals has been playing on the Phoenix board, one of the 3 feature boards that we have here that we are streaming this weekend. Here is Mr. Chip Anderson. Chip also goes double 20, trip 20, and starts off perfect. Chip Anderson can do that, ladies and gentlemen. As here is Jeff Johnson. Jeff, the only player not to get in. There it is. Just for reference, guys, the Masters Team 501 champions from last year, Chris Lim, James Hopkins, Jeff Johnson, and Shad Newton. So they are back here again trying to take the title down 2 years in a row, but they have to get through a double dib of North Dakota. And that includes Mr. Don Gunville right here. Single 20, trip 20, and there's a big 140 for Don.
Sorry about that, Sean. Contact adjustment.
The GOAT, William Stuart of USA Darts right here.
Get out of here with that talk.
As we're about to watch Mr. Chris Lim. Yeah, that board's been kicked a couple times, or that camera's been kicked a couple times.
It looks like it's been kicked just a couple times. We got a few people watching this one. It's our
Chris
finals.
threw that real high on the trip 20. Do you see that? That was almost at the double. Listen, guys, that's a great dart for me. That's a big miss for Chris Lim. Chip Anderson started off with a perfect 3 darts here. Going double tops, trip 20, and he stays perfect here with a trip 20 to start off this leg, or this round. Oh, there's a single. And the crowd lets out the boos with a 140 for Chip Anderson. Looking over, you see the ladies right there, right?
Yeah, the ladies are getting after it here.
As here is Jeff Johnson. Did not get in the first round, but got in pretty handily in round number 2. Trip 20 on dart number 2. Big darts. Big 140.
Yeah, big darts indeed. Once again, folks, this is the Masters Team 501 final here between North Dakota and Cali Monstahs.
Here is Don Gunville. Don was giving us a whole bunch of crap about pronouncing his name right. You love it. There's my new catchphrase, boom shaka haka. Chris Lim gets the trip 5, and that was a slow register of the trip 5, so interesting. You see this is leg 1. Gets a single 5 on dart 2, shakes his head a little bit, and does make up for it with the trip 20 on dart 3, so 80 points scored. That's okay. Problem is that Chip Anderson's on 201.
Yeah, Chip's doing some work here. Going to work, as they say. Staying right there for some more. Gets a low ton.
So a fun fact for you, both these teams are the two teams that won the Team Masters events last year. North Dakota won the Team Cricket, and the Cali Monstahs won 0-1.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting because Cali could repeat potentially, or North Dakota could make it a 2-time in 2 different events.
Yes.
That would be pretty unique.
And here is Mr. Gunville, sitting on 229. First start did go at the 19. So now he'll look back up. Another single 20 will leave the big fish.
How about a big triple?
The trip.
Little
so
fish.
It leaves the little fish, and I know that they live in a nice little fishing community, I believe. Chris Lim, a great cover shot. Looks over the 18s to try and leave that even. Does so. So 110 left for Chris. Here we go. Chip Anderson sitting on 101. 1 for tops or 9 for double 16. Hits the 9, so here we go. 32, double 16, take out leg number 1. 12 darter, Chip Anderson. Double in, double out, split bowl, finals. 12
Quality.
Darts.
Quality stuff here from those guys. Well, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to jump out there real quick and tell some people to watch their feet. 1 second.
Don't just slap them or anything. All right. You're looking there as they're just getting down the averages. The reason they do that is because the top 4 averages for the men's become the Team USA. As they're getting ready to go here in leg number 2, it is a 1-0 lead for the North Dakota boys as we head back to the full screen. This is our first look at James Hopkins in this match. Gets it started there. I'm pretty sure out of spite they did kick they're kicking the camera immediately after you said that. Even more now.
It could be the table too, so I mean maybe the tables are getting a little bit close here as we're getting quite the crowd kind of around.
This is our first look at Travis Gladue.
Yeah, I was about to say I thought it was Gladue, but he said it was
Gladue.
Gladue. So
here is Shad Newton. I love his throw. It is so simple.
Yeah, it really is. It stands straight, tall, to the point, goes right after it.
To the point.
Just like something else.
All right, here's our first look at Marcus Lawrence. Marcus gets in on dart number 1. Looking down at dart number 3. He'll take it. It's not the best round. Misses the big trips on darts 2 and 3, but that's all right. The problem is going to be James Hopkins, because James has been on fire tonight. And I said tonight, and it's today.
Yeah, James has been
Oh, boy.
James has been playing really, really well.
We're trying to make sure everyone's awake here.
Yeah.
As here is Mr. Gladue. Ever since we started pronouncing his name right, he's missed darts.
I'll just say Travis.
Wow. The Travster gets in on dart number 3, a.k.a. Don's cousin.
He did say that, didn't he?
Here's Shad.
I told you earlier, Don's a character, man.
He's a hoot, man.
He is a hoot. A lot of those North Dakota boys are.
He started telling a story, started shouting right in the middle of the hall. Everyone started looking over at him. Did he care? Nah, it's Don.
Yeah.
They looked over and like, oh, it's just Don. I hope he doesn't actually get hurt. No one would believe him. Here is Marcus Lawrence. Gets a trip 20 on dart number 3. 80 points scored. No, I once knew a Johnny Hopkins.
Oh, Johns Hopkins. Nice triple there.
Here is James Hopkins. And I think about it every time I say his name, so I had to get it out once. I figured it might be on the one that you have to restream, so you're welcome. All right, here's Travis. Gladue. Got in on dart 3. Trip 1 is not going to be what he likes. He has the most interesting grip I have ever seen a dart player throw with. He literally grips with his middle finger and his thumb, and his pointer finger actually just wraps around the top of the dart and does not actually do any type of grip whatsoever. Just completely different. Shad adjusts on dart 2 nicely. He'll take 85. I know he's not happy with it, but a little bit of an advantage in this leg. The problem is that it is 1-0 North Dakota.
Just a little tidbit too. I don't know if you mentioned it, but North Dakota is your king seed, so they will have to get double dipped.
Yes, absolutely. Brian, if I had an update for you, I'd let you know, buddy. And Jake Schreiber, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that for all the kind words. You're a scholar and a gentleman.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Jake does pretty well with this Flight Faction jerseys, yes. But it's nice to just have a chat with him as we did earlier with Abby as well, and just kind of.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Genuinely nice guy.
Exactly. And it was kind of nice as I was walking up to the room last night about 3 a.m. He was like, "Hey, you still up?"
Finally, Mr. Gladue gets it done. Trip 19. He was a hoot, too. Both him and Don. Them together is like, wow.
The whole North Dakota gang together is something else.
It's interesting.
Because there's a plethora of them around the board right now, honestly, just hanging out, watching this match. As many of you are in the chat, I'm sure.
Marcus gets away with a little bit on dart number 3 because he started with 226 on the 20s. Not ideal. You kind of want to start there on the 19s and double out anyway, and especially double out split bowl.
Yeah.
A lot of different things to discuss and talk about here.
We got about 450 players or people in the chat right now, so
you should go out there and just be like, "Hey, Bigfoot, stop kicking the table." Great first start there from Travis. Stays there, leaves 180. He's going to look up the top of the board. A 20 or better. He did not look up. Leaves 161, so does still leave a finish. But that was not the way I would have gone about it. 140 here from Shad. Can take it out. Now he can't. Single 20 will leave tops.
Yeah, he's kind of looking at the score line here, deciding just how close it may be.
Yeah, he's wondering if he should shoot somewhere else to leave a better freeze option.
Yeah, exactly.
And he tried to leave a better freeze option. He wanted to leave 6.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that is not a typical soft tip move or anything like that. That is a freeze-only idea in mind. Look at this from Marcus. Oh, just misses out.
You can see him, he wasn't expecting to miss that one as he stepped back.
And he was not frozen. He was right there on the number, so he could have taken out that. Leaves 38. Not ideal. But it is something. See what James Hopkins can do.
Chris is even talking it over with him.
I love this. Chris Lim really is a good coach, captain, teammate. He really does handle that role nicely.
Well, it's not like James or or Shad or Jeff Johnson don't know what they're doing. It's just like valuable input is valuable input.
And Chris is so calm.
Yeah.
Too. He's a calming presence too. Just do this. Okay. All right. 161 is doable here for Travis. Trip 20 is going to be the first dart. Just kidding. Trip 18 will be the second dart here with 104 left. You see that grip? Wow, double bull will steal this leg, and it will become 2-0. Double bull right here. Oh, my goodness, what a dart. One holes it. Oh, boy.
My goodness, that was quite the shot.
We all took a deep sigh there. As Shad, 32 left to take this one out. It's got to take advantage of the miss. Does it. 1-1. Race to 3. ND and Cali. Meaning North Dakota, not ND. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was trying to rhyme everything, and I did, and then I realized that it sounded like ND. All right, here we go. Leg number 3. Chip Anderson's going to get us started. And if he doesn't look like the most relaxed human being in the world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he really does. He's just calm, cool, collected. High school principal.
I love that. I love it.
I even told him at the Boogie Cup, I was like, dang, thank God you weren't my high school principal. You're intimidating.
He's a big fella.
Just the look he gives. He's fairly tall.
I'm going to ask him to do his principal voice for me, because we all have like the teacher voice.
Oh, yeah.
And they're great. I have a look.
Thanks for joining us here for the NDA Team Dart 2022. This is our Masters 501 finale for the team event.
And it is also the Kick the Camera Championships.
Yeah, we're getting a little movement here, and that is apparent.
Ah.
I can't tell exactly where it's coming from, and I'm about to go out there and just adjust the tables myself.
Luckily, you are smart enough to use gaffer tape and tape down some stuff so it doesn't go anywhere.
Tape can be your
Good
best
in
friend.
For James Hopkins, and I've said this before, this is the power team for the Cali Monstahs, and this is also the power team for the North Dakota boys. So Chip got in a lot better last time out. Good second dart. Look down because he was blocked on that trip 20, and he hits it. 1-3-7.
You see that look he gave too? Like, wanted a little bit more, but still a quality shot there as he moved down to peg that 19.
He wanted more because Chris is on 400 already.
Exactly.
And now Chris has the lead on him. And another trip there, and now he's a trip ahead.
And it's almost guaranteed that he was going to hit that one.
This is the experience of these players. As here is Travis. Big trip for Mr. Gladue. Apologize for that. James Hopkins steps up. Ooh, he almost gets a little hand thing. Oof, only gets 22. He has a little bit of the hand shot.
Yeah, he does, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like I said, he's pretty tall. He should have a little bit there.
Man, that beautiful lady right there next to Chip.
I wonder
if she's married. Here is Chip Anderson. Trip 20 on dart number 1.
Nope, going downstairs.
Yeah, when he goes a little high on the trip, he stays. Or he'll move. That's what I meant to say. Gets a low ton. And again, he's thinking, I didn't do enough with Chris on 277. Chris Lim is just lightning waiting to strike.
Per his nickname.
See what I did there?
That was
Leaves
punny.
the 140.
That was punny.
Now, does the freeze come into play for James sitting on 409? Depends on what Travis does here. A big round here from Travis Gladue will really help put some pressure on the 409. Good second dart. Very deliberate is Travis. And he gets another trip 20, a big 140. See what James can do. In these situations, he's been pretty good. And it looks like that's going to continue. That's a ton. It'll work. That is all he needed. So now Chip needs to put some pressure on this 140 for Chris. But Chris knows he's going to get a clean look at this. Good first start. Shakes his head a little bit, though. Oh, he doesn't like the way it's sitting.
He's got to go downstairs.
Now he'll stay there to try and leave 80. Earthquake. Steady. He leaves 86, and I love that move. Does put some pressure on this 140 for Chris. So Chris Lim going to try and put the team on his back here to make this a 2-1 lead. They need to win twice against this North Dakota. This 140 would be a good start. No longer possible, so going to try and leave tops if he can. Now, very much a possibility. But he's going to look at the freeze play. Again, this is a veteran move, so he might look at 56 or 54 here. So trip 18.
Taking his time with it, deciding exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah, he went that route. I saw his eyes and I was like, oh, okay, he's going the trip 16 way. All right. A lot of pressure here on Travis as he gets his dart set up in his interesting claw grip. Very much a pencil grip. You see he has to really focus on it. All right, take a deep breath. A big triple here puts a lot of pressure. Lot of pressure on James.
Ooh, and it's a trip 7.
Yep.
Difficult
so
darts.
They're sitting at 246 as a team. So all that has to be done is to get below 246. That being said, that is before. Yeah, and that's before the darts of Chip. So probably going to freeze Chris, unfortunately, for the Cali Monstahs. Chip Anderson, though, is trying to end this right now. $18 will leave the bullseye.
Ooh.
Ideally. Hits the single 4.
And
now he's going to step
not
back.
happy with that one.
They do have the freeze already in play, and there's no possible way of a bust, so Chris will be frozen. The problem that he has there is that he did not leave it handy for himself. His partner's on 160, so not ideal. Gonna try and hit another 16 to leave 4. Chris has been doing that. Hits the button. And Travis sitting on 160 can take this out. Trip 20, double 20. There's the first. I like how steady he is. There's the second one. Tops for a 160 finish and a 2-1 lead for North Dakota. Travis Gladue.
Huge out right there with a big old 160 as Don comes up and lets him know it too. Huge, huge out by Travis Gladue.
That was nice. That was pretty. 2-1 lead, North Dakota.
That was a taste.
Race to 3. If they win one more, they are the champions.
That was a big, big hit for them.
I have no idea if my wife won or lost, but she's kneeling down there on the floor.
Are they round robin it?
No, they're playing just straight
up?
tournament for the 6 teams.
I wasn't sure after yesterday's.
Gets in on Dart 3, so Shad gets in. That's Shad Newton.
Chose to go up a little bit.
Yep.
Double 14.
This is our second look here at Marcus Lawrence. Nice double 16.
He came up to me earlier and was like, hey, I just want to make sure you're streaming the finals, right? And I said, no, we're cutting it after the third place match.
I like him a lot.
Yeah,
he's like, I just got to tell my people.
Yeah, he's just like, I just want to tell
People,
the support.
I hope you're here watching along. He was making sure that you guys had that option.
Well, big shout out to Jessica Lynn. She shared it to the North Dakota and surrounding area Dart group. Appreciate that. She's been an advocate of the USA Dart shares, so appreciate that one. We do have around 500 people tuning in for this coverage, so awesome to see.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate it. Hit that share button. Let everyone know we are here in the finals. Team 501 here at NDA Team Dart 2022.
That voice you hear is Mr. Sean Green. I am William Stuart. Thanks for joining us here on USA Darts and National Dart Association Facebook and YouTube pages for this one. Big dart there. Big last of Don Gunville.
Don walked that one right on in there.
He'll do that every time to time. If he feels like he's got it, he'll walk it right in.
All right, let's see what Shad Newton can do. Been very impressive all day long. Great second dart, just wires it. And there's a 140. Marcus has also been pretty impressive. I like his throw. It's so simple.
It is.
He makes darts look way too easy. It's like a basketball shot.
He does kind of.
He just shoots a free throw.
Does kind of stand a little bit when he goes, but
he has a little rockabye baby move.
If it works, it works.
Jeff Johnson. Jeff Johnson sounds like a great NASCAR driver name.
Doesn't it? Has that.
And with that goatee,
to it.
I'm telling you.
Almost plows in.
I wonder if he does racing.
180.
Yeah, a big 140 there for Jeff.
In steps Don.
Don Gunville.
Both Travis and Don kind of are mechanical with the ways they set up.
Yes.
I mean, Travis, it's more mechanical because of his grip.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
I think for Don, it's more of a stance kind of thing.
Yeah, he's real deliberate bringing it up and then flings it forward when it feels right. And here is Shad Newton. Big trip 20 on the first start.
Staying there.
Dropped it a little bit into the one. Good third.
It's a dog fight right now.
Matthew says playing against those two would take forever, LOL. And Jessica Lynn, thank you so much. We appreciate that comment. We thought we were going to be done at 4. What losers.
Oh, man. Well, I knew once we took a little bit of a, you know, kind of that, these guys want to go grab a drink or a beverage and go use the restroom. They're going to take some time to warm up, so.
Absolutely. As here is Jeff Johnson. Oh, boy. Needs a big trip on dart 3. Doesn't quite get it, so about 40 points behind his partner. Still ahead of player 2 for the North Dakota boys, but here is Don.
You see what he's doing there? He's twirling that dart in his hand.
Yeah. Tries to get the perfect grip onto it. Oh no. Oh no.
Didn't mark anything. Marked as a miss.
It said miss. All right.
How unfortunate.
He had quite the reaction to that, and he's a very emotional person. He's got to kind of calm the nerves again and just forget about it. And you can see it's like it never happened right now in his face. What a response.
If he recovers from this.
Moves over a little bit to try and open up that trip wedge. And hits it. Leaves the big fish. And he lives in a nice fishing community in North Dakota. So he probably wants to go fishing.
Let's see if he can reel in the big one here. We've already seen the 160.
Shad's going to put some pressure on this. Put a lot of pressure on this. Big 72 left for Shad Newton. He wanted the 180 bad, but I think he's okay with it. Puts a lot of pressure on this 288 for Marcus. Now a lot of pressure on this last dart. Gets the trip on it. A ton here will probably freeze, though, if Jeff gets it. So a little 2-trip round here for Jeff. And
he kind of pushed that that first one.
Didn't get it. So the 170 can be reeled in right here, buddy.
Let's see it, Don.
Don Gunville. Let's go fishing. Trip 20. Needs one more to leave the double bowl. Oh, wires it.
Outside. Are you kidding me?
That's right there. It's such a good dart. Leaves 90. He's going to look over at the 18s if he's going to go the typical way. No, he went for the trip 20 to leave 30. A little bit more of a soft tip way. But here is Shad. Sitting on 72 and has a shot at it. Now 48. He's going to look at that 8-16 wire. Leaves double 16. And there we go. 2-2. We're going to a last leg decider here in the first and potentially last finals. 501 Masters team event. And now we get to a 2 versus 2 versus 2 versus 2 battle.
And this is where it could get interesting.
The strategy choices here are going to be interesting too. Who do you pair up with whom? And why that type of strategy?
I think we may see
Chris and James on the same team?
I think we'll see Chris and James, Shad and Jeff. And I think we'll see Don and Chip, Travis and Marcus.
With Chris going first for Chris and James and Shad going first for Shad and Jeff?
We'll see.
And then what about the North Dakota guys?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Chip and Don will play together. They've been playing together for a while, but then again.
And I know Marcus and Travis are partners too in the doubles events, so that might be how they do this. Don's going to shoot the diddle here. If North Dakota takes out this leg, they will be the champions. If Cali wins, we're going for the double dip. Walks in the single bull, but Chris has some room. And is 2 holes out, so North Dakota will go first. Last leg decider, here we go.
Somebody asking in the chat why do they have to write down the PPD after that. I think that decides our master or our Team USA for next year.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Kevin Luke says the winner of the cork, I think, wins it. Now say that in Italian.
Yeah, right. Well, North Dakota getting this subtle advantage here.
Well, hang on to your hats.
Here we go.
Chip Anderson for the North Dakota boys is going to get in on double 18. And hits the trip 20 on dart 3.
I like it.
It's a good switch.
I like it a lot.
Chris Lim has been pretty solid on that double tops on the first dart. And he is again.
Chris Lim.
Perfect.
The nice 160 opener.
You don't expect anything else out of Chris Lim right now.
Oh, look at this. Don's coming up next.
Is he?
Oh, they're looking at the sheet.
Don's just confused, I think. As are other people.
Yep.
It is Don. So everyone else is confused, including myself. That's an interesting decision here. So they do split up partners. Gets in on dart 1, though.
I think that's the reason why. Is I want to guarantee a chance in. But, I mean, Marcus has been hitting pretty well as well, so I don't know.
Well, he gets 2 single 20s to follow up that double 16. That is good, not great. And Jeff is going first here. Another kind of surprise move. And he does not get in.
That could be a big factor in this one.
Now, that being said, you have James and Chris out in front currently. Depends on how fast they can get this done. Here's Mr. Gladue. Travis just a single 20, and now it's kind of hanging. He might have to move down. Yep. And he'll stay there. That dart should not be in his way. He does so. 58 points. Not really a whole lot of pressure here. And it actually looks like Shad is playing with Chip. Or
yeah, I would say
Chris.
Shad is playing with Chris. Yeah. Chip. One of the C's. I gotcha.
They're both wearing black jerseys, and I've been staring at the screen for a while now.
I feel you on that one, buddy. Looking downstairs now. Does get the last one. Nice double there. Going to the 19s. Does get one there. Nice low ton. Let's see what Chip does here. Sitting on 347.
All right, let's see what Chip can do here. Big first dart. See if he follows it twice. He can stay there if he wants to. He can move down. It depends on how it's laying. Not happy with a ton. And why is that? Because of this man right here. Big trip 20 on the first one. See where he goes. He's going to stay right there and force it in. Big 1-4-1 left.
Somebody just walloped that camera, and I luckily got it over there quick enough to recover.
Here is Don Gunville. .332 left. He's trying to put some pressure on the 393 of his opponent. Does so, leaving 198.
That's a lot of pressure.
And here's Jeff Johnson, has been pretty steady. Future NASCAR driver. I'm telling you,
Shawnee.
He would have an instant success. Oh no, 55. So now there is a chance here for Travis.
This is the difficult thing. It's like
it's where freeze is big.
Gotta rely on your other players, and unfortunately, if you just have one round where you don't get in, it can really play on you.
All right. Heck of a first start. They're on their way to the freeze.
Is he staying there? That's the question.
One more trip, we'll freeze. One more big trip.
Lay it right on top of there. Oof. A little bit too
let me do some math here real quick. I think a single 20 also freezes. It does not freeze.
As Chris gave him the thumbs up.
I don't think. I have to look at the board. I didn't see the score lines.
That's 141, 338, so that's 479.
I'm not worried about that one. I want the 147 and 198.
Yeah, definitely a little bit lower, bud.
135, and they're at, or 335 and 338 is where they're at. So he is frozen. Shad was frozen.
Mm-hmm.
See if he goes 25 here. No, he tried to go for the 57. I like that move too. All right, Marcus.
198. Got to make a dent here.
Just put your team in a good position here. Put your partner in a good spot.
Find a triple.
Not enough, honestly.
Not really. Just 3 fat 20s.
And James can easily ton 80 right now. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past him.
He's been hitting well. This is the right guy to come up if you want to do some damage to this 338.
Oh boy.
Well short of that. Does find it with the last. But those 2 first ones, I mean, if you're a stacker, it's great, but you still got to find yourself a little bit closer than that.
Yeah, and it's about a 40-point cushion here with Chip Anderson up. It's probably not a safe bet that you're not going to be frozen here. Not yet.
Oh,
man,
here
yet.
we go.
He did that for the freeze. What a smart dart from Chip Anderson.
That's Chip Anderson for you, buddy. Sits there and goes, nope, 25 it is.
That is class right there. That's experience. That is, that's knowing the situation perfectly. Now, Chris is trying to think of the best way to leave it, and I think he's going to go double 19. Yep, leaves 4.
Don Gunville
138
for the win.
And the title. The trip 20 on the first start would leave 78. So trip 18 for double 12. But he went the 19s route. 62 left, trip 10.
Looks like it.
Yeah, beautifully
hit.
done.
Good hit. As he gives a little fist bump as he walks away.
You're seeing this one be an actual team victory so far.
Exactly.
Great second dart. One more of those. Just what the doctor ordered. A 140. Jeff Johnson.
94 needed for Travis, though. But
and
is
less than that, just a freeze.
Yep.
This first start is very important. Now it becomes a little bit of a shiftier one. Does he go bold? Does he do 14s? Oh, the options. Of course he went trip 20.
I think he's trying to get down to
Get low.
Get low, freeze option.
Oh my goodness, he did not do it, did he? Yeah, he did.
It's
They're
dicey.
91.
Dicey, dicey, dicey.
They're on 98, so there is a freeze. Chris is thinking, do you hit the 2 or do you just stay there? This is honestly, oh boy. You cannot hit the double 2. That's why he's doing that. Good. Nice,
Yeah.
smart, well done.
That is the smart play there.
You don't want to hit the double 2 and
Chris,
accidentally do that.
I think Chris let him know, too. He ones.
Yep. But 32 here from Marcus Lawrence. Take out the title.
No pressure.
Oh, wow, that looks so good. He gets it on
And
dart
he
2, and
does
that's the title. North Dakota boys are the champs. Masters Finals. 501 team.
Wow, what an entertaining final, going down to a 3-2 score line. North Dakota, last year's cricket champions, are now this year's Team 501 Masters champions, and they can still pull a two-peat in the cricket. More to come, folks, more to come.